Welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share, and drop your comments. Thank you. In today's tutorial, we'll learn the making of a crazy wool. You can use it to make a blouse, a shawl, a skirt, a dress, or a jacket, whatever you want. If you have wool or thread that are not useful to you anymore, you don't have to throw it away. Just keep it and use it to make something beautiful for yourself or your client. Stay with me as we learn how to make this beautiful fashion item. The first thing we'll need is water-soluble stabilizer. It is called a water-soluble stabilizer. So you lay your pattern, the pattern of whatever you are sewing, you lay it on the stabilizer and cut it out. That is what I'm doing at this point. I already lay the pattern. Since I'm making a jacket, that's the front of the jacket. So I'm laying it on the stabilizer and I'll cut it out. I'll cut out 2 pieces for one side. So for the front side of my jacket, I'm cutting out 4 of this stabilizer. This is the back of the jacket. I already made the back. So now let's start with the front. That's the shoulder part, my armhole. That's my jacket. So what I need now is to bring out my thread. I'm using this thread. You can use any type of thread you have, any type, any size, any shape. I already have that thread that's coming off already. So if it's coming off, this is already off. I've been keeping it for a long time, so I'll be using it. If you have thread that are scattered, it's useful. You don't have to throw it away. You use it to make whatever cloth you want to make. So I'm just trying to unravel my thread. Because it's white, it's not very visible, but just stay with me, you see what I'm doing. Since this particular thread has already scattered, so I'll just bring it out. I'll bring it out like this and try to separate it just like this, still following the shape of my pattern. So I'll keep doing this until I'm satisfied with what I have. Keep watching and stay with me. I'll come back when I'm okay with what I'm doing, but keep watching. If you have lace pattern, if you have applique, if you have anything, any design or fabric that you want to put, you can put it at this point. You can do anything you want with it, as long as whatever you are putting will not stop you from sewing on it. Just put design as you please. Let your creativity run, as I always say. The more thread you use, the fuller it will be, and the thicker it will also be. So if you want it thick, you put enough thread. So I'm through. I now covered it with the second piece of my water soluble stabilizer. The next thing is to pin it. You have to pin it very well. Pin all the edges. If not, as you want to sew, the thread will spill out. So you pin it very well at interval. I'm trying to pack in all my thread, and I'll pin. Even when I sew, I'll still pack in the thread, but just watch me as I pin it. Make sure I pin it very well. If not, once I pick it up from here to go and sew, it will spill out. So you have to pin it. Be sure it is well secured. It's time to sew. So I brought it to my sewing machine and I'll sew it. While sewing, you sew it both horizontally and vertically. And as much as possible, you try to sew it close. You make your seam or your stitch close to each other. Just watch me as I sew. This is what I have eventually. So I'm just trying to check if there is any other part I need to sew. If there is, I'll take it back to the machine and I'll just sew it. As I said, crazy wool can be used to make any design. You can use it as scarf, as shawl, as blouse, dresses. These are just inspirations for you to see what you can achieve with those thread or those things you feel, those thread you feel are not useful. Okay, let's go back to what we're doing. This is water. Remember, we use a water soluble stabilizer, so putting it into the water, the stabilizer will melt. It will melt just like magic, and all we have left will be our will I call it our fabric now. I'll squeeze out the water and sun dry, and that's it. So easy, so simple, but something beautiful definitely comes out of this process. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I can promise that you will always see something exciting on this channel, something inspiring. So it has dried, and this is the back of my jacket, and I have the front. I want to use this lining to show you how it is. This is the back. The back is light. I didn't put enough thread for the back because that was my first attempt. Okay, this is one side of the front, and this is the other one. This one is very full, so the more thread you use, the fuller it is. The next thing is to sew, and this is the finished work. This is the jacket eventually. Hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your comment. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye bye.